Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing about my newest quilt pattern. It's called Starshine. I gave a little peek of it earlier in this week when we spent the morning together, and I have the pattern all finished and it's in my shop. I'll link to it below. So let me show you what it looks like. The quilting has finished. I'm so excited to get this off. So first thing, I'm going to start unpinning the backing and then take this off. I had just enough backing to get this on here, so it worked out nicely. I did have to piece it in a couple different spots to make it work, but it did. And this is always one of my favorite parts, when you pull it off the back bar and you can really get a look at how beautiful the quilting is. When I was making this sample, I originally cut and pieced, a smaller amount of blocks. And then as I was looking at it, I was thinking I'd probably get more use if this was bed size. And I did a little poll on Instagram, and then I looked at the fabric I had, figured out I could make it bigger, and I went bigger. So I ended up making double the amount of blocks so that it could be a bed-sized quilt. I've just pulled it off and just look how beautiful it is. The sun coming in, this bright white background with these really bright and bold colors. Oh, I just love it. Now it needs to be trimmed and then I can work on the binding. This is the fabric that I chose for the binding. I think it suits it perfectly, and I'm just going to put it together here using the diagonal join. So when I do this, I just lay one piece right side up. I lay the other piece right side down, and I have them like stick out a little bit. Here I have the selvages attached, so it's easy to do it this way. You don't have to trim them first. And then we're just going to sew from here to here. And then I do this for all my pieces, but when you open it, here's what it looks like. And then you just need to trim this, leaving about 1/4 of an inch behind. So I trim here like that, across, and then I just trim this little bit off also. And so that's one, and I'm just going to join my rest of the binding just like that. I just finished the binding, so let me lay this out and let's take a look at this quilt. Well, that's it for today. I loved making this pattern. I'm definitely making more of these. I always get asked if I do kits of my quilt patterns, and typically I don't, but I am working on a kit option for this quilt. There's going to be multiple versions. It's going to be red, white, and blue patriotic. So I'm going to have a bunch of options for you there. I've already ordered the fabric and I'm just waiting for it to come. Once that comes in, I'll post another video just to let you know and show you the options. But I'm going to have a fat quarter option. Then I'm going to have an option like this with a white background, and then red and blue. So it'll be red and blue blocks with the white background. And then I'm going to have an option with red and blue blocks and a light blue cross weave background. And then I'm going to have a third option with red and white blocks and a dark cross weave background. So that'll be the options for this quilt. Then I'll have just fat quarter bundles, not in quilt kits. And then I'm going to have some ideas for what you can do with the fat quarter bundles if you choose to buy that. There will be the no point stars that I've been showing in red, white, and blue. That'll work perfectly for it. You'll be able to get a really nice size quilt with one fat quarter bundle. And I'm working on some other options now for that fat quarter bundle. So I'm really excited about it. First time I'm doing bundles and kits specifically for my quilts. And then also, happy go lucky, I'm working on writing that pattern, and I'm gonna see if I can make it work for the bundle. And I'm also planning some summer quilt alongs. I'm really excited to make some red, white, and blue quilts this year. So all of that is in the works, and I will be sharing more as soon as I have finalized everything. If you have any questions on Starshine, just let me know. And if not, I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for following along.